Born in 2211, Frank Horrigan, a massive man, used to serve as a personal bodyguard of President Dick Richardson until an undocumented psychotic blunder caused him to be reassigned to wasteland patrol duty. It was on one of those wasteland expeditions that he came in contact with the Forced Evolutionary Virus at the Mariposa Military Base and started mutating into a super mutant. Because of this, the Enclave decided to send him to the oil rig for study. For 2 years, Horrigan was operated upon and studied by the Enclave scientists while he gradually mutated into a super mutant both physically and mentally. Colonel Dr. Charles Curling used him as a guinea pig for experiments with his modified strains of FEV, considering the results somewhat successful. He was kept under heavy sedation and was only allowed to be conscious for short periods of time, during which several violent incidents occurred. Viewed as a genetically engineered freak by his own men, he had been experimented upon and underwent so many changes to his DNA and psychology that he could be described as a one-of-a-kind mutant, becoming more machine than man. When tests began to run dry in January of 2239, the Enclave decided that it was time to redeploy him as a field operative. He was fitted with a custom engineered set of power armor, powered by a back-mounted supersized microfusion reactor, and after a few successful field tests, he was assigned to his new role. Armed with a hardened composite blade for close combat and an experimental prototype plasma gun, he was the single deadliest combatant in New California, aside from perhaps the chosen one. The Enclave ensured his utter loyalty. They took advantage of his low intelligence, further damaged by the FEV, to reinforce his pre-existing loyalty to the presidency and the armed forces by running various conditioning programs on him ordered under a presidential directive. Exposure to FEV and subsequent experiments made him bigger, stronger, and faster than any other super mutant in the wasteland. His armor continually injects him with drugs and other stabilizing agents and is the only thing keeping him alive. Horrigan was extensively deployed in the wasteland, tasked with resolving any situation that may affect the Enclave. He indulged in his sadistic streak, and in the manner in which he killed mutants was so brutal that it gave lasting nightmares to the Enclave troops supporting him. However, Horrigan met his match in the fall of 2242 at the hands of the Chosen One. When they invaded Control Station Enclave and destroyed its computers, triggering a meltdown, Horrigan partially secured the exit to the PMV Valdez to prevent them from leaving the oil rig. During the ensuing fight, Horrigan was mortally wounded. Damage to his systems was too extensive and he was severed at the waist. Horrigan still managed to get up on his hands and taunt the Chosen one last time, telling them that he had activated the self-destruction program and that they would all die in a big old mushroom cloud send-off. After reciting his oath, he collapsed as the internal pressure blew his head clean off.